Coming up on the Sports Desk, more Pioneer League action is coming at you from the hardwood and pitch. We have the Torrance Tigers going up against the South Spartans, plus the North Saxons and West Warriors are also hanging out together, and not the kind where you pay. Get ready for plenty of boom sauce bombs. The Sports Desk is coming at you right now. Heyo! What's up, Torrance? Welcome to another week here on the Sports Desk. I'm your host, Collin Kushner. In the Twitter universe, hit me up. That's at Collin Kushner using hashtag BoomSauce. I'll get you right here on the show. So the Rams are coming back to Los Angeles. Whoopee! I'm pumped, and I'm sure you all are too. I still don't understand how the second largest media market in the U.S. couldn't keep an NFL team in town, but that's the past. I'm hoping, keyword hoping, it works out this time. So we are right in the thick of Pioneer League play. Whoa, Nelly! It's been wild as usual here in Torrance on the hardwood. The Tata boys grooving. Well, kind of. Their win streak is at 1 after that 10-point win over West. South, on the other hand, they haven't lost 2 straight, and 3 if you include their San Pedro tourney loss to Mary Star of the Sea. The Tatas and Spartans, Banana split the series just last year. Giovanni Jackson, yep, give me some, brother. First quarter, 6-0 Torrance. Evan Mejia misses the 3. South's Brandon Ortega can't corral the rebound. Giovanni Jackson kisses it off the glass and in. That's an 8-0 run for the Tatas to start this one. And then a few minutes later, 10-2 Torrance. Jordan Tane dishes to Brandon Ortega for 3. South cuts the deficit to just 5, but Torrance only up by 4, and then the Giovanni Jackson show begins. He nails the triple, and then Giovanni Jackson picks off Jordan Tane. One-handed flush! Give me some. Jackson killing it. Torrance up 21-9 at the end of the first. They roll all over South, 58-38. Booyah! The Tatas go ham sauce on South, as you just saw in that highlight. That's a 20-point dub over their rivals from down south. Yeah, boy! It's time for hashtag crunching the numbers. This is the point in the show where I wow you with my statistical analysis or not. Since Coach Paul Nataki took over the reins for the Tartars back in 2013, Torrance has won 4 of their last 5 meetings over South. In all 4 of those wins, Torrance has scored at least 57 points or more. The Tatas averaging just over 60 points in their last 5 meetings, while South is averaging just over 50 with only 1 win. Both teams going in completely different directions, kind of like how both schools are geographically in opposite parts of town here in Torrance. The Tartars, in their next game, I should say, they go double digits again, except instead of a 20-point win over, it's 11 over Lusinger. Make that 3 straight wins for Torrance, which also just so happens to be 3 straight huge Pioneer League contests. For South, luck the Irish, not with them again. Centennial drops the Spartans. Once again, South on the opposite side of the spectrum, which isn't good. That's now 5 straight losses, including their San Pedro tourney loss to Mary Star. Now, the West Warriors joined the 3 other Torrance area public schools in the Pioneer League just 1 year ago. I'll tell you, it wasn't a memorable first year as the new kids on the block, especially when they played the North Saxons. North swept the season series against West just last year. Alex Eziani making his entrance. Josh Height. Well, I'm going to make mine too, and I'm going to salute Jonathan Atkinson. I just went up to Eziani. First quarter, West up 2-0. Emil Digma for 3. He's showing off the range. West up 5-0. Under 5 in the first. Warriors up 9-3. Noah Carroll dishes to Alex Mishaw off the glass and in. West extends their lead to 8 points here. And then later on in the first, West up by 8. Chris Anaim takes it all the way to the rack. He's heating up. And then to the second quarter, North down by 3 at this point. Anaim misses the shot, but Tyler Johnson's like, I got your back, brother. The Saxons down by only a point. And then later in the second, North up by 3. Gabe Nakano misses the 3, but Saeed Galloway, kind of like Tyler Johnson did for Chris Anaim, he's like, I got your back, bro. Saxons up 24-19, and then under 4 to go in the first. It's the same score. Anaim dishes to Dion Montgomery. Produce gets the floater. North up 26-19. They go on to win 70-69 in OT. Okay, so we left at halftime and clearly missed some late game heroics. North wins again. That's now ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. You can thank the Jackson 5 for that. Wins in a row. For West, that prevents them from winning 2 straight for just the second time this season. North clearly has been the more dominant team since West decided to join the ever so fun Pioneer League. The numbers between these two teams are a lot closer than you may think if you were just going off of dubs and L's or wins and losses. In their last 3 meetings, North is averaging just over 66 points, while West is at just over 62. North's average margin of victory is just 4 points. So West is getting progressively closer. Their first loss to North last year was by 7. Their second was by 4. And their most recent this year by just 1 in OT. Let's take a look at more scores from around town. Ambassador, a private school established in 2013, picks up the dub over Pacific Lutheran. Coach Duperon's son is heading up the Lions, who are in their first season as a varsity program. From one private school to another, over at Bishop Montgomery, the black and gold win again. There's a shocker, right? According to records via maxpreps.com, the Knights haven't lost to St. Bernard since February of 2006. Daniel Powter's bad day was #1 on the charts then. Bishop is now 18-0 and 2-0 in league play because I'm not having a bad day by Daniel Powter. It's queued up. All I do is win, win, win no matter what. Got money on my mind. I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. Same school, same sport, but different gender and different result, unfortunately. The girls in black and gold fall to St. Anthony, 73-63. The Knights are now 1-2 in their last 3 meetings with the Saints. Who dat? Hold your horses, though. I have more Bishop news from the hardwood. The Knights follow up their Delaware League opener loss with a 15-point win over Newbury Park at the private versus public extravaganza. That's now 3 straight wins over the Panthers. 2 of those coming just 1 year ago at the West Coast Holiday Tournament. I feel like anytime 2 Torrance schools play each other, dramatic Gladiator starring Russell Crowe music should be played. Cue it up for me, Gus. Let's hear it. And that's suspenseful, right, everybody? Kind of? Maybe not. The South girls have been killing it, especially when it comes to playing against Torrance Tadas. South and Torrance have played each other 6 times the last 3 years. Entering their first matchup of the 2016 campaign, guess how many times Torrance has won? Or wait, let me rephrase that question. Guess how many times South has won out of those 6? Okay, since you all are just waiting on the edge of your seats or couches, it's been 4 straight for the Spartans over Tada Nation. South is averaging over 52 points per game during their 5-game winning streak over Torrance. Let's go first quarter. It's 4-all. Christy Takahashi dribbles. She's like, I'm just going to pull it for 3. Nails it. South up 7-4, and then a few possessions later, same score. Jordan Sakasagawa, she nails the 3. You'll hear more from Sakasagawa later on, 7-all, and then back and forth battle, but Sakasagawa in the third. She hits another triple, and then next Tada offensive possession. Sakasagawa, she did it again! Feeling from long range, and then under 5 to play in the third, 25-all. Sakasagawa, she hits another 3. There's no surprise there. Torrance up. And then a few plays later, South down by 1. Christy Takahashi to Sarah Nakatsuka, and then Jenna Kreinen. She hits the 3. It's a 3-partay. South up by 2 now. It's a back-and-forth battle, and then final seconds of the fourth, Torrance down by 3. Last chance, Casey Yamamoto. No. South wins 41-38. Make that tic-tac-toe. 5 straight wins in a row over the Tartars. Let's hear from South junior Jenna Kreinen on her first varsity game against Torrance.
It's pretty crazy. From playing the younger divisions, there wasn't too many people showing up at the games, and with all the cheerleaders and just like the crowd, it's crazy to hear everyone just screaming. And when you walk in the game, it's like a different feeling you get from like your heart, and it's pretty good. It's a good feeling.
A big thanks to Jenna Kreinen for chatting with us on cam. Since the 2012-2013 season, South and Torrance have met up for date night on the hardwood 7 times. Out of those 7 dates, South has won the last 5-6 in total. Torrance still searching for their first win over the Spartans since January 25th, 2013. They'll have one more opportunity to get it done. South's Hot Waves continue with a monster 62-28 blowout win over Centennial. The Spartans have now won 3 straight since their Pioneer League opener loss to the North Saxons. Torrance, though, they're on the complete opposite side of the spectrum here. The Tartars dropped their 2nd straight game until of a big old donut in the win column during Pioneer League play so far. Now, for Warrior and Saxon parents, players, students, and pretty much everyone in the West and North Torrance area, you probably remember March 4th, 2013. The North Saxons and West Warriors met up in the CIF Southern Section Division 2A semis. West won 66-51 and would eventually win their first of 2 straight Southern Section titles. That last win over North was the last time the Warriors took down North since Coach K and the Saxons have taken the last 2 over West, entering their first hangout session of the 2016 season. Coach Caparasso is gone. Jasmine Jones had peace and is now killing it for Long Beach Poly. It's now the Bill Atkinson show over at West. North averaging just over 51 points in their last 2 wins over the Warriors. Let's go. First quarter, Megan Takada, hello. Haley Tanabe, what's up? First quarter, no score. McKenny Inamoto to Kelly Ogata. Ogata all the way. Easy lay, and North on the board first. Fast forward to the second. North up by a point. Kaylee Atkinson to Haley Jones. Some nice inside work there. 2 of Jones' 99 on the evening. The Warriors up by 1. And then later in the second, West cruising. They're up by 4. Tanabe to Ison Taylor. She nails, to Cameron Morimoto. Morimoto nails a 3. West killing it. They go into the break on top by 12. And into the third, North goes ham. Madison Shigeta, she nails a 3. Then ensuing inbounds, Shigeta picks off the pass. And then she's going to dish to Daylene Tuwali. It's going to go to a couple sacks, and then Tuwali nails it. It's a nice ball movement by the Saxons. They're only down by 1. Into the fourth, it's 38 all, under a minute to go. Brenna Wilson gets taken out by Kaylee Atkinson. That's a foul here, and this is crucial. Brittany McPherson is going to go to the line to shoot some free throws. She's going to hit both. McPherson finishes with 17. North hangs on to win 46-43. A CIF Southern Section semis loss. What? That's now an old buried memory for the Saxons. North grabs their 3rd straight win over the Warriors since that playoff loss back in 2013. The Blue Crews win snaps West's 4-game winning streak. It's time for hashtag crunching the numbers. North and West have been girl powers on the hardwood here in the city of Torrance. As I just mentioned, North has won their last 3 meetings with West. But let's get cray-cray here, because that's what we do on the show. Those 3 straight wins have been by just 8 points or less. Statistically speaking here, it's just been a close rivalry altogether. North has averaged just under 50 points, while West is at just under 45. Both teams will have a date on February 3rd for the second and final meeting of 2016. It's the first break of show 3 here in 2016. When we come back, the North and West boys and girls running it out on the pitch. Highlights and more coming your way in 30 seconds. Don't even think about it. Getting off the couch.
Hi, I'm Shahir Mostri, doctoral candidate at the Harvard School of Public Health, here with the Beach Boys to say, you can stop water runoff pollution and help prevent the contamination of our streams, rivers, lakes, and oceans. Pollutants such as fertilizers, pesticides, paints, solvents, oil, animal waste, leaves, trash, plastics, and styrofoam travel by waterways, contaminating our environment and making their way into our bodies. Your handling of these pollutants and advanced street sweeping technology can keep our waters and air clean. Remember, eliminate or dispose of pollutants properly. Even raking and bagging leaves helps. We are all part of this solution for a cleaner and healthier environment. For further information, go to dixonsweeping.com and join me at toxictalks.com.
Welcome back, everybody, and if you're just tuning in, welcome to Boom Sauce Land. Hit me up on Twitter, that's at Collin Kushner, showing your school spirit. I'll get you right here on the show. Paul Bear Bryant, does the name ring a bell? It should, because the legendary Bryant was the longtime head coach of the University of Alabama football program. Roll Tide. Bryant won 323 games and a side of 6 national championships. After all that, he finally called it a career on December 15th, 1982. Fast forward 30 years to the day of Bryant's retirement, West and North met up on the pitch. That's the last time the North Saxons scored a goal against the West Warriors, according to records via Max Preps. Since it's been zilch, nil, nada, nothing, whatever you want to call it, for the Saxons. West has allowed donuts in each of their last 3 meetings with North. The girls, you got to get hydrated. You got to run up and down that field. First half, no score. West, Caitlin Frigulia, the big boom left foot. The Warriors take an early 1-0 lead. A few minutes later, same score. Autumn Koopman's chips. Kayla Cannon coming down the wing. Cannon looks like she beats the tendy, but she doesn't. Shot goes wide, still 1-0 West. And then here's a North scoring chance. Ruth Soto denied. That's like me when I played goalie in college on the ice. West tacks on 2 more in the second half. 3-0. Yo, final. West wins another one over North, make that 5 straight since 2010. For more details, statistics, and analysis, well, here you go. Hashtag Crunch the Numbers, part 54 on the show. Since West joined the Pioneer League last year, they have played North 3 times, allowed donuts in all 3 of those, and have won, well, all 3. And before that, it was nothing different in their 2 previous meetings in separate leagues. West won twice, outscoring the Saxons 12-1. That's not good news for North. These two will meet up once again on February the 3rd. In other prep news from the pitch, the Bishop Montgomery Knights dropped their league opener to St. Joseph. The Black and Gold drop another game to the Saints, their 7th straight dating back to 2013. Over on the boys' side of things at Bishop, well, not much better. Same sport, similar result, different gender though. The Bishop boys scored donuts against Salesian, which means absolutely nothing. Last year, the Knights were shut out twice by Salesian, and this year, same deal so far. That's now 3 straight losses to the Stangs. Let's hear more of that gladiator music. It continues. Here we go. Woo, it's so suspenseful. On the pitch, the South and Torrance boys banana split the series last year. The Spartans have shut out their last 2 opponents, Lawndale and North. The Tatas pitched a shutout in their last game. An OT victory over West. Who wins? I don't know. Flip a coin and that should be accurate enough. In their last 2 meetings combined, both squads have netted 5 goals apiece. Coach Burnett talking with his guys. Second half, 0-0. Things get a little chippy here. Dylan Perez gets slide tackled by South's Dara Fakafuri. Perez, he's pissed off. Still nothing. Then later in the second half, tons of opportunities for South. Fakafuri's corner goes wide. And then Noah Harrison boots it. That hits the side of the net. That's not good. And then a Fakafuri free kick. It's going to bounce around, and Cesar Amezcua, the tendy, keeps it out, and then it gets punted away. South, like I said earlier, with plenty of chances here in the second half. In the 65th minute, still 0-0. Dara Fakafuri free kick. Jonathan Nadeau comes out of nowhere and heads it home. South goes up 1-0, and that's all she wrote. Donuts over Torrance. South slams the door shut on Torrance, literally. It's the Spartans' first shutout over the Tatas in 2 years. Hey-o! Coach Lagerway talked about how crucial Pioneer League play is, especially against a fellow Torrance area school. Coach, what you got?
These guys all know each other from club stuff, and so I think it's fun, to have the interleague stuff. I like it a lot more when we win. So my answer would be different if the game had gone the other way, but yeah, it's good to have quality games, especially if you're thinking about hopefully making a run in the playoffs.
Thanks, Coach. South's hashtag Killing It ways continue with their 3rd Pioneer League dub over the year over Centennial. So while the 0 streak comes to a close, Spartan Nation still rolling. That's now 4 in a row. Torrance, though, they lose again. Make that a not-so-whoopee. 2 straight Pioneer League losses. Okay, so the trajectory for the Saxons soccer squad from last year to now has been astronomical. Imagine this desk right here is last year's team, and my hand raised is what's been going down this year. A complete 360 McTwist here. As for the West Warriors, let's rehash what I just said. Imagine this very desk is their current performance, and my raised hand is how they played last year. It's been a downward spiral Coach Shimizu is trying to get his team out of. West swept the series with North last year, outscoring the Saxons 8-2. Second half, 1-0 North. Cole Logan and Ryan Tamaki can't convert the scoring chance. And then later in the second, Cody Savot Flores chips to Cole Logan, bar south to Mexico. That's a goal. We're all tied at 1. Let's take another look here. But before we do that, you got to have your celebratory moment with the guys. Let's hug it out. That was just filthy. Let's take another look. Flores, chips, Cole Logan, boom sauce. Wow, that was sick. A little later on, still 1-1. Can Shimizu, free kick. Instead of going to Mexico, that's going all the way to Manitoba. And then Igor Gasaldi with a scoring chance. No, he had that first goal. And then Cole Logan's throw in here. This is huge. That's going to go off of Brian Madrigan, own goal. That would be the difference maker. West wins 2-1. West's downward spiral levels out, at least for now. North's upward trajectory takes some turbulence. North and West have met up 3 times in last year. The Warriors have won all 3, outscoring North 10-3 in those 3 wins. Okay, strap on your headgear and your onesie. It's time for your prep wrestling news from the mat. Some Torrance area athletes just straight up getting it done at the prestigious 5 Counties Wrestling Tournament at Fountain Valley High School. And the Spartans as a team finish up in 44th out of 63 wrestling squads. All right, everybody, when we come back in 30 seconds, it's JUCO time. I'll get you caught up with all things Elco, plus the Twitter feed and so much more. Get your popcorn ready.
Hi, this is Officer Matt Harvey with the California Highway Patrol.
And I'm Betsy Totten with Caltrans. We want you to be prepared for driving in heavy El Nino storms.
And always slow down in bad weather.
If a road is flooded, try to find an alternate route, but never drive around barricades. Less than a foot of water can move your car.
Standing water can damage engines and stall you far from safety, so slow down.
If your vehicle stalls in the roadway, exit the vehicle immediately. In the event of an emergency, call 911.
Be storm ready.
Welcome back, everybody. Check out our Instagram page. That's the SportsDesk TV for cool pics, video, and some awesome filters. The Elco men's basketball squad narrowly edged Santa Ana for their first win of the season back in November 19th. Things were looking up until they lost 10 straight. The Warriors have since won 2 in a row, snapping that 10-game losing streak. 3 wins in a row, though? That hasn't been done in almost 3 years. Nope, not even close. Elco gets thumped by East Los Angeles, and that's a friendly term for it. That's now 3 straight losses to the Siberian Huskies, their worst loss to them out of all 3. On the women's side, well, they haven't been great either, but they definitely haven't been playing like the men's squad. An Elco loss will give them their 2nd losing streak of the season, and a win, well, of course, will snap it. This game against East LA was just a drop closer. And when I say a drop, East LA took down the men's squad by 40 and the women by just 7 points. The loss puts the Warriors in their 2nd losing streak of the season and their 7th straight loss since December of 2011 to the Siberian Huskies. February 3rd is the day. The day we find out where all-purpose stud Mike Juarez will be taking his talents next year. On last week's show, I said he was down to just 3. Here's a quick rundown for you. Once again, it's down to UCLA, Ole Miss, and Alabama. On Scout.com, Mike is rated the #1 outside linebacker in California and the #1 outside linebacker in the entire country. And compared to everybody else, quarterbacks, running backs, defensive tackles, etc., he's currently the 8th rated prospect in the entire country. But in the meantime, take out your smartphones and start hitting me up on Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner, using the hashtag BoomSauce. Show me your school spirit from games all over town, and I'll get you right here on the show. A big thanks to everyone who hit me up this week. Big thanks to at BMHS Letterman Club for sending in pics from Bishop's big win over Sarah. There's another picture as well. And Eric Wood for sending in this video of Ethan Thompson Jr. nailing a triple from downtown. Thanks again to everyone who hit me up. Hey-o! That's another show in the books. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And remember, if you just want to say what's up or chat about some sports, you can do that as well. Take it easy, Torrance. We'll catch you next time.